It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots podcast.
What did you think about the Cardi B thing with Candace? And
I think Candace is incredible at stirring up waters to catch fish.
yeah,
And and everybody, all of y'all fall for it. Don't just say Cardi. Everybody falls for it. Candace has a way of riling people up. It's you got to respect people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because truthfully, literally, if you just ignored her, there would be nothing there.
The problem is because she's a black woman talking.
Who cares?
yeah.
You ain't get enough shock already.
This is one of those weird situations where I think Cardi used Candace.
Talk to me.
Nobody's watching the Grammys. Nobody's watching the Emmys. Nobody's watching any of these shows anymore. Like, I don't even know if they're streaming or if they're on a regular television channel. I have no fucking clue.
Grammys was good this year, but it had the lowest ratings ever.
Of course, nobody's watching, right? So,
but it's also too because people watch on so many different devices.
But still, nobody's
It is
watching.
solid on Instagram.
So the thing with Cardi is Candace knows she has a couple buttons that she can push that's going to rile things up, right? It's like, who does her audience hate? Okay, Cardi B is one of the people her audience hates because her audience sees Cardi as this girl who's like leaning into like liberal leftist politics, but has no clue what she's talking about. That's how they feel about Cardi, right? So they think that she's a hypocrite. You know, she's so liberal when it counts for an election, but the way that she actually lives her life, it doesn't seem that liberal. So they like to poke out the fucking hypocrisy, right? So she knows the button to push. But then I'm thinking Cardi's like, oh, I could stir up a little internet beef with this girl. My fans are going to think I dunked all over her, and everybody else is going to go watch the Grammy performance because of the Twitter beef that we've started up. I didn't watch that video until there was this beef, and I wouldn't have watched the video without the beef. So I'm on some part, I'm like, is Candace bullying Cardi, or is Cardi playing the Ali shit, the rope-a-dope?
Well, I think one thing about Cardi is not letting you talk about her, regardless of who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cardi gets that regular, everyday Twitter people who got something to say about her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she wasn't gonna let Candace slide. I don't think Cardi was using Candace, but I mean, Candace said what she said on Fox News with Tucker Carlson. So I would think that, Candace was using the Cardi Meg situation and the Grammys more so than, Cardi, because Cardi was just responding.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think
it's so much hypocrisy, right? Because it's like, yo, you can't really get mad at Cardi for a song like WAP and say Cardi is, making young girls disrespect themselves or sending the wrong message to young girls. You supported Donald Trump. Mr. Grab him by the pussy.
I guess we were having this combo on Flagrant, but like, I guess what I'm curious about also is that, are you for censorship or against it, Candace? Because
that's a good point,
right? The second anybody says something that's like a joke or not even a joke, an opinion that could be considered offensive, you're like, the liberals just want to cancel. The liberals just want to shut people down. The liberals just want to censor everything. And the second Cardi acts in a way that you don't like, you trying to censor it. So what can be censored and what can't be censored? If you are against censorship, you're against censoring the things you don't like as well. If you're just against censoring the things you like and for censoring things you don't, you're no different than the people that you hate.
I agree with you, but I also wonder too if Candace is looking at it like, all right, this is free speech, right? So Cardi's allowed to do what she did on stage. But I'm allowed to come out and say, I didn't like that. I'm allowed to come out and say, that's not the way you should move as a woman, right?
That's a good point.
So maybe that's how she's looking
at it. So I'm maybe
it.
misrepresenting her point. Maybe she's saying that she's not saying she shouldn't be allowed to do it, but she's being critical of the thing she's doing.
Of the act. Yeah. That's what I read from it. From what I heard her saying on Tucker Carlson, she was just saying like, that's not how you're supposed to move. If you're a woman, you're sending the wrong message to young girls, yada, yada, yada.
But once you see the tweets though?
Huh?
Y'all see the tweets back and forth?
No, I didn't see none of the tweets back and forth.
Oh, the tweets are funny.
She added on what's Melania, whatever, and said that she got inspired because of her. and
She-
then
That
She
was a
basic-
good point.
She said,
That
"Yeah,
was a
why
good
don't you
point
have
Cardi
the
said,
same
though.
energy for Melania?" Right? Melania
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
naked
that's
in
a
a
and
good point.
Candace
magazine.
says,
That's
"Well,
smart.
she grew up and like that's not her anymore."
Cardi's 20 something.
Yeah, she's 70.
Yeah.
Cardi's 20 something years old.
Yeah.
Give her a second. She's 20 something years old. By the way, her performance wasn't. I'm different. I grew up in the my neck, my back, lick my pussy, and my ass crack era.
Yeah.
Okay, I grew up
yeah.
with Little Kim saying, I used to be scared of the dick. Now I put lips on the shit, handle it like a real bit. Like WAP is tame.
Yo, you know
but
what's
you- but
crazy?
you want little girls to
13.
see it though? If I see my niece and them seeing, I'm like,
Who cares?
get
They're gonna
away
see all
from
these
over
other
there.
songs like that too. Like,
Yo,
why does it
I
matter
get
about
it.
Cardi's
Listen,
doing?
everybody gonna do their thing, but if I see my little niece and yeah, what the fuck y'all doing? Get over here.
They're
What
gonna
about your-
give
what-
the WAP to someone.
What about your niece listening to you?
Exactly.
Listen, I don't want them to. Every
But
time
what
they
if-
tell me
but-
they're doing it, I'd be upset.
No,
Like,
you
don't
being-
y'all tell my
They can't-
sisters and them.
no.
You being a
Don't
hypocrite
be
right
doing
now.
it.
Hypocrite
Yo,
because-
mama,
That's the
I don't wanna
thing.
listen to it.
We need to stop calling people out for being hypocrites. You should be a hypocrite. If you're not a
Well-
hypocrite, you're leading a miserable life, bro.
Literally.
Being a hypocrite is the shit. I love being a hypocrite. Remember, I was
And
like,
I
don't
wouldn't
leave
call it
New
being a
York.
hypocrite. It just
And then the
is. You don't
second I
want-
left New York, I came down to Miami. It was 80 degrees today. I was walking around outside like a hypocrite, feeling great. Be a hypocrite, bro. Be a hypocrite. Like, stop trying to live this fucking life to this specific code. Fuck all that. Be your
But you
human
gotta have
being.
some-
You're gonna be flawed.
But I'll tell you the difference, Schultz. You know you're being a hypocrite. You're self-aware. Don't be one of these people who
You're telling a
contradict
woman what to
themselves,
do.
be a hypocrite, and then act like
So
I
how am
never
being
thought
a
like that to
hypocrite?
begin with.
But how am I being a hypocrite?
Because you get on the podcast and talk about
And
you
fuck
talk
these
about women
same
you
women.
fucked.
Exactly.
So your nieces hear that, and your niece like, oh, that's the
That's
kind of
not
women
true.
Uncle Wax
Yo,
like.
that's not true.
That's
If you
another
actually
thing.
listen to the podcast,
Double
hold on.
standard.
If you actually listen to the podcast, I always tell you I don't like girls who have more than one penis a year. I always
True,
talk about
but you're
being.
being a hypocrite with that.
Nobody
because you're
cares
fucking
about
these same
this, man. That's
girls.
Yo,
lip
wax,
service.
I don't do
wax,
that no
wax.
more.
Your
Stop.
actions say
I
otherwise.
don't do
You're
that no more.
explaining. Why are you explaining yourself? You're losing. Say you believe in double standards and you're a hypocrite.
I
Just say that.
definitely
Exactly.
listen.
Say
I
that.
definitely
You do all this
believe in double
explaining
standards.
for
I
no
definitely
reason.
do.
You wasting your breath explaining. Say
can't
I
win
believe
because
in
you
double
can't tell them what to
standards.
do.
Women
I
believe
ain't
in
telling
double
them what to do.
standards.
I don't want my little nieces doing that. I don't want them to be out there thinking
Okay,
that's
but
the
they're
right
going
way to
to
act.
eventually. They're going to
Time out,
give
time
the
out, time
WAP
out,
to
time out, time out.
someone.
That's
So you
cool.
don't want your nieces having sex?
Not at the wrong time. No, they're gonna eventually do it.
Yes.
But have it at the right. If I got my
Wax.
young nieces, like I said, I'm
Wax.
not talking about my older nieces. My younger nieces, I don't want them to think that's the right thing to do, and they be over here whopping on these fucking young boys out here.
What do you
Wax.
call young?
I'm talking about. I got nieces from 2 to 20.
But
Relax.
isn't that also
you ain't
up
gonna
to
get
the-
married
When
soon.
you
Isn't
lose
that up to
Wax.
the parents?
I ain't had no choice. My shit
How
got
old was
taken.
the girl?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
It's older
How
than
old was
me,
the
but I
girl?
was young as hell.
But Wax, you're forgetting the parents are raising the children, not Cardi. She's not raising the children.
I
Anything
understand.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's
not
why I
true
said
either, though.
me. That's why
Nah,
I said
we're
I wouldn't
influenced.
I
mind
get being
watching it.
influenced, but I'm just saying.
Influence
But go ahead.
I got people that influence me way more than my mom and dad.
100%.
You know?
I
Nah,
understand
respect.
that, but
Respect.
they can't. What were you gonna say, Andrew?
No, I said, no, that's a good point. We get influenced by these people. People make millions of dollars because they're influential, right? They can get
That's
us
right.
to wear sneakers. They can get us to wear clothes. They can get us to get certain tattoos. Like, I
That's
mean,
right.
look at the
Mhm.
fucking Kardashians. They make women change the way their face looks. Every one of
Literally.
these girls that gets
Lips.
plastic surgery to look like a Kardashian. So clearly people have influence over us. It's not just our parents.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to tell you, Wax, is just be like, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I don't want any girl that I know and care about fucking anybody. And that's just what it is.
Period.
Like, it's
Man,
a
I wish-
beautiful place to
I
live.
agree with you, Schultz. No, I agree with you. You know,
Nah,
Nikki
1,000% right.
Bro.
Giovanni said that if you look back on old shit you did or old shit you said and you haven't contradicted yourself, you haven't grown.
Yeah, bro.
She said that. Nikki Giovanni said that verbatim, and I totally agree with that. But I do want some consistency, bro. I need
I'm
a
going to
little
be
bit-
consistently hypocritical. They call me Hippocrates, bro.
Listen, I